Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. It's been a long time, and obviously, I apologize for not uploading for quite a while. So today's video is not gonna be, where I'm gonna be reviewing. Well, a review will come on soon, but yo guys, what you guess from the title? Yes, I am getting rid of my Redmi 14C, which has been giving me a lot of issues recently. I mean, this phone is one of the worst phones I've ever chosen last year, and I should have known about it. Sorry about the fingerprints, by the way. Yeah, so this phone, it's not. This phone's been giving me a lot of problems, and where I've been, it's been very sluggish, very, not the best in getting notifications, and I've been having a lot of bugs with this, freezes and everything like that, and I decided why not talk about it in a video about it. So I had this phone roughly from May of last year, and it's practically been my main phone since then. So it's practically 1 year. And over that 1 year, I didn't really have much problems with the phone. To be honest, when I got it, it was working perfectly fine. I'd say a little bit more better than my A21s. Um, I think software updates for this phone, like getting like to the newest version of Android, upgrade to the newest version of Android, like this thing came shipped with HyperOS 1. It got to HyperOS 3.1, which is its last version of Android it gets, and then security updates will end eventually around 2028 for this phone. So I'm basically gonna basically now, essentially with this phone I've been having issues that there's been a lot of lag with this phone, especially with the apps I've been using, how much apps I use, and how I multitask with some apps. This phone doesn't do very well in that. And to be relatively honest, I didn't know much about phones, about basically performance on phones these days, and I tend to learn this from a lot from YouTube and everything. And I basically come to the realization this phone is basically I should have chosen a very different phone. Maybe go as choosing another Samsung phone and stuff like that. And this phone really it's very bad. Like it's just really bad in performance, and I don't recommend anybody getting this phone or even getting the Redmi 15C in general. Now remember, this is my main phone. Like I don't like this is literally my main phone. Like I have my main number in this thing. So if I swipe down, there's my carrier on the top here. My secondary phone is the A21s, which you guys know. I use that. I have another number on that phone, and it's for separate things that I use it for. And the phone is basically a de-googled phone, essentially. This phone is my primary phone, which has Google services on it, and I can't really use this phone without Google services. Is because, to be honest, my bank requires Google services, and especially I have joined the Google Reddit subreddit. Um, well, especially I joined the Google community on Reddit, and they're pretty good, to be honest. I'm pretty much in the middle of on Google and not on Google because I have two devices essentially. One is without Google services and one is with Google services. And with my main phone, I can't really, go without using Google services with it. And this phone is just proven to be very, very sluggish and everything. And it's the reason why I'm gonna be getting rid of it, selling it pretty soon. Well, actually, I'm selling it to a friend. I'm giving it to a friend that has a sell. He's pretty much reached out to some friend of his, to another friend, or to pretty much my friend has a friend that which is a seller. So he deals with phones and everything. So I reached out to many people to get rid of this phone. So and a lot of the other people proven to not. Some people gave me very less for the phone that what the phone was, what the phone costed last year. So this phone is essentially, was pretty difficult considering this is a Redmi phone. A lot of people, a lot of my friends, try to reach to other friends for the phone. If they're looking for another phone, and because they told them it's a Redmi, then they said because it wasn't Samsung, obviously they weren't gonna take it. If it was a Redmi, they wouldn't take it. If it was Samsung, they would have. Sorry, I'm just I'm just a bit nervous here. But I will say this, this, I am gonna be getting rid of this phone. Well, pretty much selling it and getting the money off of it, and then I'll be borrowing a friend's phone for temporarily. It's a Honor Lite, Honor 500 Lite. I think it is. Hold on, let me just see here. It's a Honor 50 Lite. Yeah, it's a Honor 50 Lite. So this is the phone my friend's gonna lend me, essentially. And I, like I said, I'm recording with my mom's work phone, of course. So, and by the way, the phone I'm getting, I will show you just now. It's gonna be pretty surprising, but it pretty much costs a bit less than what I bought this phone for. But yeah, this is the phone I'm gonna be using for temporarily until I save a bit more money. That I add to that, I save a bit more money, then I can buy the other phone, essentially. The phone I am going for is give me a sec here. It's a Samsung Galaxy A51. Now you guys probably thinking why I'm going for this phone. Well, it comes down to the fact that it is a slightly better phone than mine. It is obviously gonna be better, but it's an older mid-ranger. But right now it's considered entry level, and I pretty much know that this is a bit. It's pretty much when I compare this to the A07, it's pretty much a bit on par with the A07 because this is essentially an A07 what I'm getting. I was going to get an A07 originally, but I obviously did not because I wanted to get something a bit better. But I want to get something where I can flash ROMs on, sideload apps on, where I don't get those annoying pop-ups on One UI. Because on new versions of One UI, when you try to sideload an app, um, this is the side of the apps is not very easy on those phones because those phones they don't like it's so I remember on my friend's dad's phone I tried to sideload and music downloader or something where you can download music it's basically an app that you could download music from YouTube or you could download videos essentially from Dread. It was so hard to get the app on the phone to the point where I had to navigate to device care on One UI 8.5 to turn this ridiculous feature this basically this prompt that comes out that it basically the Samsung security thing blocks you from installing an app, and I had to navigate into the settings to try and disable that feature temporarily in order to install an APK on the phone. Because no matter what APK I would install on the phone, it will literally block all of that on a newer version of One UI. So this phone comes with One UI 5. It came with two originally from when it came out, and it got up to One UI 5, which is Android 13. So it's quite a long time, and this phone's it's pretty much been the best selling, I would say, most known A series phone from back then. I would say one of the best ones, to be honest, if I have to say. So this phone has, as you can see, it has a Gorilla Glass 3, has dual SIM capabilities. It's a 6.5 inch. Now, size wise, this phone is about the same size as the A21s. Obviously, you can judge from the fact that this phone is pretty much the same size as my phone, and the back looks pretty much almost about the same as mine. Only difference is there's no fingerprint. This takes on-screen fingerprint instead of like the actual fingerprint sensor being on the back of the phone, essentially. So this is and the battery is a downgrade for me because I'm actually downgrading from 5200, I think 5200 or 5100 and something on the Redmi to 4000. So it's even a downgrade from my H21s because that phone's 5000. So this takes 4000. And this comes, and the phone, it does come with 4 gig RAM. From where I am, we only have like the four, I think we only have 4 gigs and 128 gigs of storage. And that's the reason why I'm going for an older mid-range phone, but while having the ability to customize and then debloat it, and I can sideload apps without having the annoying stupid prompts coming up on the phone. I got this one merely for that. And say if I do get another phone, which is a flagship phone, I can keep this phone and I can custom ROM it because there is custom ROMs for this phone essentially. So there you go. So that's the reason why I'm getting this phone. And also it comes with 4K recording, 4K 30, and you can record a high I think at higher quality as well. So yeah, so this is where, I this is the reason why I'm gonna be getting this phone. Yes, it's not the best phone, but I mean, it's a decent phone from what I'm getting, but it's gonna perform a lot more better than this. And even when I debloat, it's gonna perform a lot more better because and it's gonna be a lot more feature packed, and I can have a lot more customization than I get with this stupid phone over here. So yeah, so that is the reason why, like I said, I am going for that phone. And again, it might sound stupid, but I rather take this than taking a A07. A07 is not bad. A07 is a slightly more better phone to get because it's a bit more better in performance, but it's not. I would say the A51 is not far off from the A07 in performance. Like it beats it. I think it beats the A07 just about 2 to 3 times in performance, I think. So yeah, so that's the reason why I said, you know what, I'm just gonna get this. Now I'm getting the second hand. I'm not buying it brand new, of course, but it is in great condition, of course. So I will be getting that phone, and once I do get that phone, I will be posting a video about it, giving my experience with the phone and etc on it. So yeah, that's about that. So I think this is about what I have to say. Sorry, it's been a while since I uploaded. Like I said, I had other things that I have to do. I have made a separate channel where I will be doing like live streams on playing Wii games essentially. I'm pretty much old school in playing game. I'm not much of a gamer. I just play normal Nintendo games in general. I don't really, although I have a PS4, which is I am gonna get I'm still waiting for a jailbreak to come up for that thing, so I can jailbreak it. At the moment, there's no jailbreak available for it, so it's basically sitting in a box, just waiting for the day that it comes out and then the jailbreak is available for it. But if you guys want to see my live streams, I will be starting maybe today or something. So yeah, I'll be starting. If you want to come and join, you can come and join. I'm just chilling and playing Wii games in general. You can just come and chill and everything. So yeah, that's about it. I will be coming up with another video for this phone. Again, now remember, I have to save money. So depending if this phone is still available with the seller, it depends. Because like I said, plans may change. I may not get the exact same phone. I might get a different phone, to be honest. But I'll still do the review on it and let you know and everything like that. But for now, it's practically this phone here. So remember this, do not buy a 14C. Redmi 14C is about all. Just stay away from them. They're all, in general, the Redmi C series, like the 14C, 13C, or whatever, those type of entry level phones, the C in the entry level side, stay away from them. Just do not buy it. Even the 15C. 15C is practically the same specs and everything. It's never been changed whatsoever. So don't even get that because you're essentially buying this phone essentially again in 2026. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a bit of a rant I've been going on. Ranting on this about this one, and yeah. Expect again, I don't have an upload schedule, so uploads might be very slow on this channel, but I'm trying. Okay. But I very much I apologize for the lack of uploads, and I wish I should upload a lot sooner. And yeah, but since I'm getting another phone, I might as well rant about this, I guess. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.